Caution. 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 Alien substances have been discovered in the world. Proceed to exterminate immediately. Wait. Ugh. What are you doing? Eek. All in an instant. I knew I was correct. The only consciousness within the subconsciousness, the guide of uncanny, is supposed to be the reflection of the ego's mental age. That kid is you. Who are you? The guide of uncanny. You sure are walking around fearlessly. This is such a dark alley. Isn't this a natural thing to do in order to survive? Can you survive here? Of course I can. Not a problem at all. Do you think I'm that weak? Alright, follow me. Those sharp eyes and face that say he's as stubborn as a bull. This must have been him when he was young. But if the guide that reflects the ego's mental age has that appearance, this means his mental age is totally that of a kid. When I get back, I'll tease him for life. Ugh. If what you said is true, then you were swept into the canals of memories. There are memory fragments that would lose their way and fall into this place occasionally. It's the first time that a living being like you has visited here though. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Everyone in this world is an adult, but he's the only one who's a child. Why have you continued to live here? You've been constantly chased by the police, right? Yeah. Why is this world trying to kill a child who refuses to become an adult? That's because everyone is an adult. I've got a question too. What is it? What kind of person is the outside me? I'm super curious or anything. It's not like he's curious about the outside him, huh? How should I describe him? Come to think of it, I don't know anything about Jae-hwan, do I? What should I say so that he'd be happy? He's similar to you. Isn't the outside me an adult? No, he's a child. I'm getting angry at the thought of him. I'll send you out first. Together with this that came in together with you. What is this? This fragment that was buried in your hair is the memory fragment. Memory fragment? This came in along with me. Ah, did it come in with me at that time? So, you want to send me and this fragment out together? You know how to do that? I do, because that's what I do. To return memories that have lost their way to their original place. So, you want to send me and this fragment out together? You know how to do that? I do, because that's what I do. To return memories that have lost their way to their original place. To return memories that have lost their way to their original place. So this is why they're called guides, huh? Seeing as how it's read, the memory must be a very important and urgent one. They're categorized according to how important they are. The shards of memories are categorized into white, green, blue, and red. If I don't return it back to its original place soon, the outside me might be in trouble. An important and urgent memory in this situation where the monarchs of the 12 regions are a threat? Don't tell me. In that case, can you send us back immediately? That's impossible because I can only send you and the memory back if the passageway is open. The problem is that I don't know when it'll open up. What? Since it's late now, let's rest here in the underpass and move around tomorrow. Do you live here alone? Yeah. How would you know if the passageway is open if you're in here? Once the passageway is opened, Wi-Fi signals would suddenly become unstable. I'll then use this communication device to capture that signal. Can we do nothing but wait for the signal? Yeah, let's wake up early tomorrow morning and head to the convenience store for now. Convenience store. Yep. We need to get a day's worth of rations there. There are a lot of tasty triangle gimbaps and hamburgers there. Do you always do that early in the morning to get food? And then wait for the passageway in the morning? Yep. Are you okay? Maybe he's trapped here because of a mare, because there's a high chance that his world became like this due to a tower of nightmares. The horrible experiences and wounds that Jae-hwan suffered. The nature of Jae-hwan that refused to bend his knees despite having gone through such an arduous journey. There's been no signal for a whole week. Every time this device captures a signal, I'd go and retrieve the shard of memory personally. But, what happens if the police chase after you like last time? That only happens when I'm really unlucky. It doesn't happen often. In that case, do you only return memories to their places? I look at other memories. Other memories? Not all memories are returned. Is it okay for you to be holding on to something like that? Isn't it okay since it's a white memory? I wouldn't know, look carefully. The memory would replay if you touch it like this. It's a book that I know as well, The Little Prince. It's a famous book that's a must-read even among the Mares, after all. Did the little prince come to Earth? Yes, he came to Earth. The little prince said this, what's important can never be seen by one's eyes. That book is a story about the little prince seeing the world with his own eyes. He's telling the adults who count numbers all day and say that they're doing something important that what's really important can't be seen by one's eyes. It's a beautiful story of the prince who trusts the power of his imagination and treasures his innocence. The end of that beautiful story is the death of the little prince. Maybe that's an ending that needs to happen. He needs to die in order for this story to become a beautiful one, because the only things that can remain innocent are those that die. In that case, what happens to the world that the little prince left? What remains in that world? That world has the little prince. But how? Isn't he dead? Actually. The little prince didn't die. Because he continued to live on Earth. The little prince didn't die and is still alive on Earth. That was obviously a lie that was told for the sake of the child. That story that isn't plausible or realistic has become a source of power that supports him, his world that was birthed after he faced the oppression of the system. But, why is such a memory a white memory? White memories aren't supposed to be important, right? Then just, what kind of memories did he have to forget in order to survive? Where are you going? Did you get a signal? It started. We need to prepare quickly. It started. What started? It'll soon open up completely. The passageway that'll lead you outside. It'll soon open up completely. The passageway that'll lead you outside. Are they all coming here after seeing the passageway open up? Aren't there way too many of them, though? The passageway is a foreign existence that doesn't exist here, after all. They're all coming here to get rid of it instinctively. Once the passageway appears, it won't be long before it disappears again. We need to get to the rooftop before it disappears. Kook. No. What are you standing around dazed for? Get on quickly. Is he not scared even in such a situation? Come to think of it, he's that guy's ego. Of course he's not scared. He might actually say something like this. Those are just numbers. They don't actually exist. They are just the rules that the adults of this world decided on. Where the hell is the exit? Just a little further. This is it. Hurry up. I'll block them, so jump into the passageway now. What about you? I'll take care of myself. Don't worry about me. Go now. It'll start to close soon. I want you to come with me. Let's get out of here together. What? What on earth are you talking about now? If I leave this place by myself, you'll be left alone here. So, come with me. Go with you. I can't do that. Why? This place is my world. I must remain here. So, go by yourself quickly. I can't hold on any longer. Hey. I have one last question. Does the me in the outside world have friends? He does. He has a lot of friends. Is that so? I'm glad he does. Go in quickly before it closes. Didn't give up on his world no matter what. The Canal of Memories. I'm finally back. I'll need to give up on Godfather's memories. I don't know what the flow of time is like between reality and uncanny, and I can't get lost in here again. But, I did gain something. When I go back, I think I'll be able to make a good tower. Alright. I've decided. I'll follow him on the expedition. I can just hear about Godfather from him slowly. Oh, right. Come to think of it, I didn't open up this memory. Although it's his memory, it should be okay to open it. Is that, Godfather? Is this a memory related to him? That's. Existence named the Soul King, Catastrophe. Nickname the First Awakened. Disaster of Chaos. King of the Dead. Estimated power, can't be estimated. Description, sealed in that strange factory that was made by the masters born in chaos. Note, dead dissension, void sword. Hang on, could it be? No. I need to go back to reality quickly. Anything but that. I have to stop that from happening no matter what. It's been 900 years. We're finally here. Yes, this place is the last gate that leads to the abyss which I saw in Mullerk's records of the abyss. The strange factory. This is the last gate that leads to the abyss which I saw in Mullerk's records of the abyss. The strange factory. I'm saying this just in case, but don't expect me to take care of you guys. I know that. But to me, you're still the fortress master. Even though I already told them multiple times that not all of them can go into the abyss if they come along, there's still a total of more than 3,000 people that came along. Way too many people stayed behind. Since the Abyss expedition is a long-time dream of chaos, these people won't listen even if I tried to stop them from coming. What a headache. This woman that I have to bring along with me charged recklessly into a squeeze and still isn't awake yet. I'll take care of Miss Siren. But a mare is very useful, so I can't just leave her here. The hangar is opening up. Why did it suddenly open up? Hang on, there's something inside. Horned beasts. There's no way they'll let us in nicely. They're coming. Everyone. Prepare for battle. TH Region Ancient Palace of Pitch Darkness. Timid Monarch Rika. Although my soul did suffer some damage when my arm was cut off in chaos, I was able to safely return to my body that was in the mighty land. But I'm really scared as to what he will do to me for returning back alive alone. Is Garam gone? I knew that'd happen someday. What were his last moments like? Did he look happy? Ice Monarch Vargas, white-haired Monarch Masaha, he did. That's great. The 5 dragon brothers that are at the level of a major general are dead. On top of that, the 17th major general, Kaneo, the 21st major general, Magito, and the 1st major general. My blood family, the hidden scent monarch, Samyang Garam, is dead. But you, a mere brigadier general, have survived. About that. Raise your head. What incredible pressure. That man was definitely powerful, but as compared to him, he's several levels weaker. The level difference is way too big. He's the true ruler and monarch. Black Shadow strategist Samyang Hoon. Look, timid monarch, yes, sir. A few days ago, I traveled to the route. I simply wanted to get out of this sickening land. I went with expectations since that world was hidden by the Mares, and it truly lived up to its name. What is he suddenly talking about? Yes, that's right. It wasn't a situation where I could do anything in the first place. Who would have known that a mere product would be that strong? Isn't this amazing? You have great tastes. I've never seen such a painting before. What incredible skills. Looks like he doesn't have an eye for good art. The reason that this artwork is outstanding isn't because it's a painting. Pardon? What then? Do you know what's drawn in there? Could it be a teacup that's used to drink tea? More accurately, it's an item that's like a teacup. In that case, are you able to read what's written at the bottom of the artwork? I'm sorry, but I don't know what it says. This isn't a teacup. The artist obviously drew a teacup, yet mentioned that it isn't one. Isn't this really incredible? How could someone have such a thought? Do you really see this drawing as a teacup? That's right. No. That's not a teacup. It's just a drawing that looks like a teacup. But isn't it strange? We call that a teacup. Despite it being a drawing which we can't feel or drink tea from. Oh. That's a teacup, is what we say. Isn't that really strange? You're right. That's really strange. But thinking about it, it's not just this drawing. Pardon. There are countless teacups in the world, and all of them look different. Yet, we call all of them teacups. After thinking repeatedly about this, we'll arrive at a certain question. What is a real teacup? Does such a thing really exist? To be a teacup and not a teacup at the same time. I understand that this artwork is trying to ask the question, what does the essence of an existence mean? But what has that got to do with anything? What great artwork that is. A thought that would be hard for an adapter who's lived in the system to come up with. You understand the true value of this artwork now, right? I do. It's truly a great artwork. It seems you know art, huh? Thank you. In that case, it's your turn to give me an answer. Pardon? What answer? When I looked at this drawing, I came to think about the question, what is a monarch? A monarch is the most dignified, noble, and important existence in this land. Dignified, noble, and important, those are great words, but what does all of that point to? Is it referring to the ice monarch that's standing there? Or could it be referring to the white-haired monarch that's standing there? If not them, could it be referring to me? Of course it is. I see. That's not a monarch. In that case, what are you? Pardon? You were not able to destroy a single product. You came back alone after losing all your comrades. Could someone like you be a monarch? Please use this to clean yourself. Thanks. I quite like this drawing. What do you think? It's truly incredible. Let's see, we'll name it. This isn't a monarch. Where are they right now? I'm guessing they should have reached the strange factory. They're right about to reach the abyss, then prepare to depart for battle. Call the 5th and 6th Lieutenant General. We have to teach that bastard the price of his arrogance. World 296, Earth, it's a planet that I'm liking more and more. Although I like all the other souvenirs as well. I especially like this time's souvenir. The reason I went there this time round is also because of this. The courage to die, huh? That's a good saying. Let's test and see if you have the courage to store. Sir. I told you not to bother me when I'm alone, didn't I? My apologies, but I'm here because there's a situation where I need to ask you a question. As I've told you, the narrow gate has been closed. May I ask how we intend to cross over to chaos? Didn't he say it? If we have the courage to die, then we should go and kill him ourselves. Pardon? What else can we do but to do what he says? I want the first person to go there to be you. Open the path to the factory. I can't believe that the factory produces horned beasts. It's been a while, but I'll need to change to using a sword. You. No matter how many times I see that, I'm always amazed. It's indeed powerful. You've been looking strangely down since earlier. Are you worried that you might not be able to go with the expedition squad? Don't worry. I don't know about the others, but wouldn't he bring you along for sure? This isn't getting repaired easily no matter how many horns I feed it. I guess that's just how damaged it had gotten from the last fight. If it weren't a spirit weapon that is able to regenerate itself, it would have been better to just make a new sword. And, based on what Michael said, spirit weapons go through 3 big evolutions. Every time it evolves, it'll obtain great strength or have an exponential increase of abilities. It doesn't seem to be changing, though. What just appeared? I'm already hiding quite far away, but to think I can hear it from all the way here. An octahorn. Anything above pentahorn isn't usually seen. I can't believe we're seeing an octahorn here. In order to kill a heptahorn, at least 3 7th stage adapters are needed. But, for an octahorn, we'll need at least someone at the brigadier general level. It's heading for the fortress master. Why is it aiming for him? I don't know, but it seems to be pretty riled up. Do they know each other? The octahorn is furious at the loss of its comrades. Fortress master, get away. Are you being serious right now? Pardon? Are you still worried after seeing everything he's done so far? It feels like he's gotten even stronger than before. Is this the power of the awakened that opened up Genesis? Thanks for the horns. Put down Garnak. It finally appeared. Humph, Garnak got arrogant just because he took down one of the products. The peak of Chaos's horned beasts. Strong human. Energy of a monarch. I don't feel it. The ruler of all horned beasts. It's been a while since I've seen a being that's able to give Garnak such a hard time. Decahorn. There are 3 decahorns. I guess that number will suffice. I guess that number will suffice. I heard that people were attempting to go to the abyss, to think it was you. Factory leader Edsak. Human. Courage. Virtue. Factory leader Joniak. Humph, they're still human. Factory leader IAS. Although they're weaker than Samyung Garam, the hidden scent monarch, I can tell they're beyond the level of the storm and silence monarchs. However, if they were to all come at me at once, it might be pretty difficult to deal with. There's no need to fight with them. Although I don't like them either, the factory leaders are not our enemies. Now that I take a closer look, it seems like we've met the old man before, haven't we? I can't believe it. You're willing to go back up after what you suffered through. Don't be rude, IAS. Those people are guests of the great factory leader. TSK. Come in. The great factory leader is waiting. Impressive. To think that all of the horned beasts would be created in this kind of manner, seems like the octahorn the kid defeated is being repaired over there. That's a relief. Let all of us in before I stab all of you. Thanks to him being stubborn, Carlton and I were able to come in too. Guest. Strong. Long time. My. Product name. Joniak. You. Name. What? It's Jae-hwan. I, Joniak. U. Jae-hwan. Garnak. Precious. Product. Should. Not. Destroy. Create. Once. Every. 10. Years. You make one every 10 years. Once. Every. 10. Years. Hard. Once every 10 years, seems like there aren't that many octohorns in the wild then. Attack. Dead demon warrior. Garnak. Big losses. You fought against the dead demon warriors too. Dead demon warrior. Strange palace. Invasion. Fought. 1. At the time, we never would have thought that we'd get to see the famous apostles of God, on their journey to the abyss. Do you know of us? The great god of machine, are you not the apostles of Deus? Humph, looks like those chaos fools have some bright ears. We're here. The room of the great factory leader. Let's head in. It's you. The awakened that opened Genesis. Great factory leader Aniak. Aniak? That name sounds familiar. Those names seem like product names. Do you happen to be aware of a planet called Earth? Earth, you say? It's the name of my home. Seems like people here call it World 294. Why are you asking me that? Everyone here has similar names to machines. We are told to be creations of God from a world of change. It's possible that the world of change could be your home. God. By chance, are you not aware of the abyss? To put it simply, if the controllers of the mighty land are the monarchs of what? Those who control the abyss are the gods. The land that those gods fight for control of. That is the abyss. Interesting. You're telling me that those gods in the abyss play the role of the monarchs. Although the roles are similar, they are different from the monarchs. Most of the monarchs are adapters of this system. However, gods and adapters are different. In my world, gods are almighty beings. What exactly is a god here? Gods of the abyss are not all-knowing, nor are they almighty. In some cases, it's possible to become similar to them. However, as a creation of God, I don't have the means to perfectly describe what a god is. However, at the very least, I can tell you what kind of beings are gods. J1SSI. You are a god. I'm a god. That's right. You are an awakened that opened up Genesis. You're pretty aggressive. Those who opened up Genesis and become awakened, embodying their unique worlds, they are on par with the gods of the abyss. In certain ways, you are beyond those gods. Unlike those gods, the awakened do not need a representative. All gods in the abyss require a representative. They cannot do anything on their own. By providing those representatives and followers with their world, they are able to exist. The more followers a god has, the more powerful they are able to become. On the other hand, gods with a small number of followers are unable to reach their full potential. A place to grow stronger for those who are able to gather more subscribers. I guess it's like one of those platforms. In reality, it's rare that human souls like you, J1SSI, are able to reach godhood. Why is that? Most gods are created by greater beings. By gathering karma and evolving them into physical forms. They build karma through control. In other words, it's like a form of volunteer points. Greater beings that have built enough karma. They can become independent once they gain permission from Big Brother. Those who are able to obtain their own worlds and become independent are called gods. Big Brother, a being that even gods need permission to become official gods. Even from this rough story, I can tell it's an important story. But nothing comes to mind. Why is an important story like this? Why is it not recorded within the records of the abyss? Hey, who exactly is Big Brother? From my knowledge, Big Brother is the name of an organization that guards the system. That's what I know of as well. I'm sure that's what you would think. That's what Big Brother is to ordinary humans like you. Is that wrong? What I can say is, Big Brother is a god. The greatest amongst gods, the guardian of the system. That is what Big Brother is. What I can say is, Big Brother is a god. The greatest amongst gods, the guardian of the system. That is who Big Brother is. Stop spouting nonsense, Johnniac. Darn rascal. Sob. Did Big Brother kill your god? You're surprising in a lot of ways. We lost our god to Big Brother like you said. That's why we got exiled from the abyss and came here. I'm getting a ton of information from the abyss records. We lost our god. But, because the power that we have is still useful, we were able to make a contract with Big Brother. It's frustrating, though. If we had at least the Titan Warrior, Deus Ex Machina. Mullark, please help. If you're able to do so, please find our Titan Warrior for us. I don't know all the details, but I roughly understand their situation now. Although they lost their god, they were left in charge of this place because they were still useful. I only have one reason for calling you here. What is it? Please give up on going to the abyss. I don't think that's for you guys to decide, though. Human, you've got an arrogant tone there. Stand down, IAS. You're right. That's not something that we ought to decide on. What I'm saying is that the being that can decide doesn't allow you to go there. Are you saying that the Soul King is stopping us? That's right. It's because the Soul King is angry with you. Is it because I killed the Mega Dead? Yes. Magritte, the Mega Dead you killed back then, is one of the servants that the Soul King cherished a lot. To summarize the situation, firstly, the Soul King is the only being that can open the entrance of the abyss. Secondly, the Soul King is angry like a child because I killed his servant. Thirdly, since the Soul King is sulking, he won't open the gate leading to the abyss for us. Did I summarize it correctly? The analogies are a little offensive, but you're correct. Alright, then. Open the gate now. It looks like you still don't understand your situation, though. No, I understood correctly. I'll settle it with him in person, so open up the gate. I can't open the gate even if you say that. Is that so? You leave me with no choice, then. We should have done this from the start. Well, so, this is how it ends up, huh? We don't have a choice, then. Deus Ex Machina. If you open the gate for us, I'll go find the Titan Warrior that you lost in the abyss. How on earth do you know about the Titan Warrior? There's no need for me to tell you the details. Now, will you open the gate for us? I've never met any human like you before. I hear that pretty often. You don't really think that you can persuade the Soul King, right? No one knows until we give it a try. I hope you'll be able to do so. Thanks. But, it seems you had the stigma of Deus. You're not using the stigma, though. The stigma of Deus? Are you talking about this? Yes. That stigma is one of the presents that we, the apostles, gave to humans. Originally, we had given it to humans along with a horned beast with 7 horns as a guardian. I don't know if the horned beast was annihilated when the stigma transferred over to you. I don't see it anymore. I'll do something to a part of the stigma right now. From now on, when you use that stigma, horned beasts won't attack you. If you meet the other apostles that are hiding in the abyss, you'll be able to be on friendly terms with them using the stigma. I'll bear that in mind. We've arrived. You must travel alone from here on out. Thanks for guiding me here. I'll be back soon. Please don't forget this. You must return in 1 hour. If you don't come back by then, I'll forcefully close the gate no matter what results you've achieved. I get it. I won't waste any time there, so don't worry. You don't really think that you can persuade the Soul King, right? The truth is, I'm not that certain of myself this time round. But since I took over Mullerk's Abyss Records, I've planned for this. Because this is the only one to resolve all our problems. And, it's a path that I must traverse through in order to destroy this world. Is this the Palace of the Dead? The gate itself is made of horned beasts' horns. Is this how they've locked up the dead so far? They must have gone through a lot of trouble to make something this huge. You've come to offer up your own life, huh? Human awakened. This is the power of the original Soul King. My body feels like it'll be ripped apart by just his voice. How dare you kill my servant and try to step into the palace of the dead? Hear me out. I'm here to make a deal with you. A deal? How dare a lowly soul that's not even able to enter the palace make a deal with me? How arrogant. Catastrophe, the king of chaos. The first awakened. While you used to be a god, you have now been degraded to being a mere king. How could the strongest god of the abyss be a mere gatekeeper now? Is this all you can achieve even though you're that strong? Catastrophe. I'll say this one more time. I'm here to make a deal with you. You're way more arrogant than I thought. I'll hear you out. I hope what you're going to say is valuable enough to warrant that arrogance of yours. Because only then. Will you be able to make it back alive? Oh, you're awake, Miss Siren. You have been asleep for a long time. Where am I? We're right in front of the Strange Factory. The Strange Factory. We're at the Strange Factory. Where's Jaehwan right now? I need to get to him right away. I need to stop him. Why are you suddenly acting this way? He's already gone in. Hey, look over there. Are those fireflies? It feels like it's gotten warmer around here. Oi, don't touch them recklessly. Come on, it wouldn't hurt even if you touched them, they're just fireflies. Gah! Don't tell me. They're the monarchs. Why would they be here? Come out, Gorgon Fortress Master. Just as you've wanted. We've come to wage war. Excluding the adapters who are second stage or above, kill the rest of them. I don't care what you do with everyone else, but we must kill that guy, Jae-hwan. Don't you dare let any of them push you back. What is this? Shit. That bastard killed our family members that were dispatched to chaos. You'll pay for messing with the Emerald Bug family. A war against chaos in order to avenge Samyoung-garam. There's no way that Weasel, Samyoung-hoon, would do such a thing just because of that. Samyoung family 4th Lieutenant General Blade Storm Monarch Samyoung-yuha mumble I'm sure he's up to something. 7th Region 1st Major General White Artist Monarch Nishimoto. Be on a careful lookout for what the 9th Region bastards are up to. Yes, sir. How pathetic. Looking at the level of these chaos guys, I can make a good estimate of the Fortress Master's level. I can't believe that close to 100 monarchs were mobilized just because of a mere product. Just because of what you said, I had to get a taste of death after 3,000 long years. When you told us that there were more than enough fruits for everyone, you were telling the truth, right? Samyoung-hoon. 9th Region 2nd Lieutenant General Black Shadow Strategist Samyoung-hoon. Of course. Don't worry about that. I'll trust your words. And, you must pass the remaining fruits over to the Samyoung family. Don't forget this. You're the first son of the Samyoung family before you're the 9th Region strategist. From Emerald Bug family. 10 from the 7th Region. 20 from Samyoung family. 50 that I got from the 9th Region. There's so many of them, but it's so obvious what they're after. If you focus on just a tree, you won't be able to see the forest. That is why. You fell for the lie that there are still fruits remaining. Since I came here personally, you believe that there's no way I'd be lying. I do feel bad, though. But, don't be too upset. Lies are only lies when the promises aren't kept. Even if we don't go to the end of the abyss, there are ways to obtain fruits. The 7 highest ranked gods that govern the abyss, after all, we will be able to obtain fruits via our deal with the 7 great gods. Originally, deals wouldn't have been possible since there's nothing that the 7 of them, who have become the most powerful in the abyss, can't get. However, there's one thing that even those gods desire. And, that's awakened. To the gods who need a proxy to exist, there's no other resource more precious than awakened, who are able to easily accept a new world. Thanks to that bastard, the awakened which the gods desire have made it into this place. Vargas. Led our troops and find the product. They still haven't realized it, but if they find out about the value of the product in the tower, the 7th Region and the Emerald Bug family will definitely steal him from us. You must get that bastard before that happens. Understood. As a result of that, the whole of chaos has been made into the magnificent Tower of Nightmares. We'll groom more awakened using the tower that you've made. And use them to monopolize fruits by making deals with the gods of the abyss. And with those accumulated fruits, I'll make the 9th Region into a new resurrection palace. With the monopoly of fruits, I'll be able to bring about a lot of change. The 9th Region will become the only place that has monarchs that aren't afraid of death in the mighty land. And the monarchs who are our enemies now will also surrender and come under us for their lives. The mighty land will then be ruled by the 9th Region of pitch darkness. How dare you? Everyone, stick together. Don't split apart. We mustn't let these bastards into the factory. It's about time. Persistent bastards. Bring me the human known as Jae-hwan. TSK. On a closer look, that foolish mare girl is here too. The mare that betrayed pitch darkness because of her own selfish desires. There's one more lieutenant general from pitch darkness. And he's the most dangerous one. You may stop, Poison Monarch. My body is too excited for me to just do nothing and watch. I'm the one responsible for this operation. Please just wait and watch for now. And these souls are so persistent in crawling around. To think there's so much power coming from a single swing. You need to press down on them like this so that they won't dare to even look up at you. Won't let you go. They have tenacity for sure. It's nice to see you guys trying to get up. I'll be able to enjoy myself as I trample on you all. What is it? Have those humans decided to cause a ruckus because they can't stay still? That didn't feel like something the humans did. Johnniac, take a look at what's happening outside. Outside, scary people, subordinates. Humans. In danger. No way. Hang on. Divine Physician, could this be? Damn it, the brat's guess was spot on. He guessed that we would run into the monarchs even before we got to the abyss. Did they make another narrow gate already? That's not possible. That would take at least a few months. Those bastards really risked their lives and crossed over. They're intending to thoroughly trample on chaos so that it can never get up again. Just like they did 900 years ago. Divine Physician. I don't want to die yet. Pull yourself together. Do you intend to give up after coming this far? I'm a lost cause, please, take this. Go and let everyone know that we didn't lose. We got the fruit. So, the Abyss expedition did not fail. When we got back after the expedition was over, I told them that we didn't fail. That the expedition obtained the fruit. That's what I told everyone. As if I had hypnotized myself. I endured such long years of humiliation and shame. But you bastards. Divine Physician. Pull yourself together. Divine Physician. Divine Physician. I won't just let you take everything from us like you did in the past. I am no longer the powerless despair Divine Physician of the past. Where are all of you? Isn't this the despair Divine Physician? Fortunately, there's still a useful awakened around. No one would tell me where that Jae-hwan guy is at, so I was in a pickle, but you appeared at the perfect time. Personally, I like souls that have such strong willpower, but I can't afford to waste any more time, so I'll make an example out of this guy and kill him. Heart, ha. Fortress Master. I'm sorry. Ugh dash. Chunghyo. Carlton. Not bad. What the hell is with this immense spirit power coming from just saying a sentence of words? Kai man, you've been fighting such a monster this whole time. Black Shadow Strategist, what the hell do you think you're doing? Factory leaders. Long time no see. I asked you, what the hell are you doing? I'm looking for a product. I'll leave right after finding that. Is that product the awakened that opened up Genesis? You know him. You people haven't changed in the slightest even after thousands of years. To think you treat living beings with souls as objects. In any case, I hope you'll open up the factory door for me. What is your purpose for that? I'm afraid it's hard for me to do so right now. As you can see, it seems our product has escaped into the factory. Like I've just told you, it's bad timing for me now. Bad timing, huh? It seems you don't understand what I'm saying. Open the door. How dare you? Have you forgotten that the monarchs aren't supposed to interfere with the factory? Right, you guys are keeping the Soul King sealed. You're keeping him suppressed. That's why we didn't do anything to you so far. The Soul King, Catastrophe, is known as one of the ancient three gods. A being that can only be sealed with all the monarchs of the 12 regions. The strongest god of the abyss. I don't know exactly how strong he is. But right now, he's just a fallen god that makes dregs like ghouls. Also, thousands of years ago, the supreme monarchs of the 12 regions were way weaker than they are right now. And I'm stronger than the 12 monarchs from thousands of years ago. You're making a wrong choice right now. Please stop right away. I'm the Black Shadow Strategist, Sam Young-hoon. Do you think I'd listen to the words of tin heads? Too late. My goodness.